How are we feeling today?
Good. It's been a kind of an exhilarating time. When you get in front of your hometown crowd in Pontiac, or you come back to Quincy where you've got a lot of friends here, and you stand there and you tell them truthfully about the conviction that you have about your state and the vision you want to take it, and say those words. I'm a candidate for governor of the state of Illinois. And to think about what that means and the true path, to see the true path to win this race, I'm very excited about it because I'm looking forward to turn my state back around.
Roger, what sets you apart from the other candidates that have either announced or basically announced such as
I'll tell you the key thing in the Republican primary that sets me apart from everyone else, I'm the only one that's actually won. You look at Illinois, it's a very difficult and challenging state to be elected in, and particularly as a governor. I'm one of the first Republicans elected in modern time here, and I got elected not just by winning, but I got elected by getting 50% of the vote. And so, I mean, the difference between me being a candidate and the others that may get into the race is, in fact, I'm the one that's actually won a statewide race. And then you add to that, as far as the general election, I've actually had experience in the private sector. I've had experience in the public sector. I've got myself some opportunities out there that understand both the Chicago metropolitan urban area and appreciate and respect it, but also appreciate and respect the smaller rural communities in the areas of Pike County and regional communities like Quincy, and where I come from, the Bloomington and Pontiacs.
What's the challenge in this primary and in this election?
Well, I think the biggest challenge in the primary will be the fact that there's going to be a gentleman who's a billionaire out of Chicago that will have a lot of money and he'll self-fund, and I respect that, but we're going to work hard. And I think the fact that this isn't my first visit to Morgan and Pike and Adams County. Have been here in relationships with business people, political people for quite some time. The other challenge, of course, will be the idea of the general election. It's going to be taking a lot of work in the Chicago urban metropolitan area. But then again, it's going to take a lot of efforts right here in the Adams County area. And then ultimately, the biggest challenge of everything will be to become the governor of the state of Illinois at this time is going to have a real challenge to be a transformation, but I'm prepared for it, and I've got the designs to make that happen.
You talk a lot about difficult decisions that you have to make while as governor, but you didn't give the specifics. Can you name a couple of them now?
Yeah, I mean, I can give you a general, specifically general, some kind of it, and we'll talk about details as we go forward, but even just the whole structure of our government, what type of agencies do we have, and what type of administration do we have, and changing some of those. What kind of programs exist today that, we might not be able to have again. I'm going to do similar to what I did when I became the treasurer of Illinois. I had a volunteer, they were not paid consultants, but experts in many fields in business and religion and social services come in and review the entire scope of what the treasurer's office is. And I'm going to do the same thing for the governor's administration. Come in and look at all of government, everything from Department of Transportation to the Environmental Protection Agency. And what are things that our government is doing that either we don't need to do, or someone else in the agency of government is also doing, or isn't efficient. And what I'm going to do is bring in a process to change those things. And it may not be popular by some people, but I'm going to be the governor, and I'm going to do the things I have to do to help straighten Illinois out.